Yes, I identify as a black woman born to a white mother and a black father.
Okay. Multiracial Americans are growing at a rate 3 times as fast as the population as a whole. 6.9% of U.S. adults have at least 2 races in their background.
Absolutely. I was too dark to have white friends or to fit in with white friends, and I was too light to fit in with dark friends. So I spent a lot of my growing up and even into adulthood trying to really figure out where I belong.
My dad is Salvadoran and my mom is Norwegian American. And as I was growing up in a mostly white community, but still around many Latinos and Central American indigenous people, I had still an understanding of who I was.
Growing up, I used to dance at the Minnesota Dance Theater, and there was 6 black girls. We were all sisters, different family settings of makeup. But I knew, people had always told me how good I was, but I knew that I'd never be in Swan Lake because there was no black swans. I'd never be Marie in the Nutcracker because she was the white little German girl. I was a French doll and I had to paint my face white and my arms and my hands.
But then in high school, I was around an all-white community and all-white friends, and I identified more as white. But I was also very aware of being other because other people othered me.
So I was really clear really early, like I was probably 10, and I knew like, why do I have to cover up who I am? $1 million question. I know what worked for me is I had to pick. I could, just kind of a mixture of everything, and I didn't want to be that, and I never checked other. I don't know. I think the best thing to do is just find people to talk through it with, to figure out how you love the skin, how you can love the skin that you're in, whatever it is. But it's hard. It's really, really hard.
According to a research survey from 2015, many multiracial adults, like other racial minorities, have experienced some type of racial discrimination. For example, 4 in 10 mixed-race adults with a black background say they have been unfairly stopped by the police because of their race. 6% of biracial white and Asian adults and 15% of white and Native American adults say that they have had similar experiences.
No, I think the most embarrassing thing growing up was kids would ask if I was adopted. Because black kids don't have white moms. Then now it's kind of everybody has everything, so it's not nearly as much of a stigma.
Sometimes I think we carry those feelings as biracial people. We carry those feelings of not feeling like we belong.
I want people to understand that it's a confusing world. It's not as easy as a black child being black and knowing that they're black, or a white child being white knowing that they're white. It's just how you navigate the world all the time. Where do you fit in?
Overall, very few multiracial adults say being multiracial has been a disadvantage. In fact, they are more likely to see it as an advantage in life. 60% of multiracial people say they are proud of their mixed background.
Well, what I realize now is that there's a strength in having both sides. It gives you perspective.
I mean, you're always thinking about who you are and where you fit. So don't let other people determine who you are and where you fit. Figure it out and get in and move around.